is home? I get asked questions like, where are you from and where's home for you? I find myself struggling to answer because for me, it is not a simple answer. And it doesn't help when you're a third culture kid. Third culture kids are the ones who are raised in a culture other than their parents or the culture of the country inscribed on their passport for a significant part of their childhood. I usually have to follow up to clarify what they meant by that. Are you asking me where I was born? Are you asking me where I was before? Or are you asking me where I am now? I never know what to say. Should I say Thailand? I mean, I am Thai, but I have a distant connection with Thailand ever since I was 4 years old. Should I say Virginia? But I don't even live there. Should I say Florida? Florida is a pretty place, but I have no connection with it anymore. None of my friends are there. Or should I say Singapore? Maybe, but I don't see myself in the future ever going back to Singapore. There are so many ways you can interpret a home. For me, I believe a home is not a physical place. It is not a structure built by material things. Home is a place where one not only feels comfortable, but also a place they look forward to live every day. Home is filled with the bonds and memories of family and friends. I believe home is where my family is. I was born in Rayong, a beach city in Thailand. I lived there with my mom and my extended family. I called Thailand home for 4 years until my mom got married to an American man, my stepdad, and we moved to the United States. I hardly called my stepdad because he raised me and took care of me like he was my dad. He was more of a father figure than any guy in my life ever was. I learned and experienced new things in Virginia. I learned English for the first time, and I had to learn how to get used to this new environment. I made new memories and new definitions of family and home. I called Virginia home for 5 years until my dad got a new job position in Florida. This was one of the special times in my life because my baby sister was introduced to our lives. This new feeling and definition of family and home grew. My dad's work took us to a new, beautiful place to build new memories and explore this new place to call home. Even though I didn't have the best childhood memories in Florida, I still called it home until another place found me. This place was Singapore. After 5 years of calling Florida my home, I again had to change where I called home for the 4th time in my life. Singapore was definitely a huge turning point in my life. It was by far the best place I called home. I learned and grew so much there. I had a lot of the worst and best memories of my life. I met my best friends there, and so many amazing and wonderful memories built on that tiny island. I learned so much about culture, family, values, and most importantly, myself. I felt lucky to have called Singapore home for 5 years. These different places were my home at some point in my life because my family was there in all of these places. It was hard moving around a lot, but it gave me a better worldview and perspective on everything. It showed me what home truly is. I am now attending college and starting a new chapter of my life at the University of Oklahoma. My family also decided to move back to the US as well. They are now settling down in our new home in Northern Virginia. Even though I'm in Oklahoma and spending most of my year here, I still wouldn't call Oklahoma my home. My family is in Virginia, so Virginia is my home for the time being. Soon, my family will be moving to a new place, and home will be there. And eventually, I'll begin to form a new meaning of home with a family of my own. Everyone has their own belief of home. However, I believe home cannot be a home without the feeling of secure, safeness, love, and belonging. Home is an ever-changing environment where every single person loves and supports you no matter what. The location changes, but the feeling doesn't. This, I believe, home is where my family is.